Hey everyone, welcome back. We're going to be diving into a really cool conversation today, all about AI and its potential impact, particularly in education.
Yeah, it's a fascinating topic,
Yeah.
and we're not just talking about, lines of code here.
Right.
We're talking about how AI might fundamentally change the way we learn and teach.
Exactly. And the source for this deep dive is Peter Diamandis' Moonshots podcast,
Oh, cool.
featuring Will.im
Okay.
and Van Jones.
Wow, what a pair.
I know, right? So you probably know Will.im as the, musical powerhouse behind the Black Eyed Peas.
Of course, yeah.
Multiple Grammy Award winner, but he's also a dedicated tech innovator, constantly exploring how technology can empower people.
Yeah, he's always been ahead of the curve.
Right. And then you have Van Jones, prominent social justice advocate and CNN political commentator.
Right.
He's been at the forefront of so many initiatives aimed at, uplifting communities and bridging divides.
Absolutely.
And so both of them are very passionate about this idea of making Wakanda real, which is leveraging AI's power to empower those who've traditionally been left behind.
Right.
And creating a future where everyone can thrive.
It's a powerful vision.
It is, but I think a key question emerges.
Yeah, what's that?
Can AI genuinely level the playing field,
Right.
or will it just create new forms of inequality?
That's the big question, isn't it?
Yeah, and that brings us to this really thought-provoking concept they discuss. The Wetware problem.
Okay, the wetware problem.
Van Jones argues that the biggest obstacle to widespread AI adoption
Yeah.
isn't the technology itself,
Uh-huh.
it's us.
Oh, interesting.
It's our mindsets and our resistance to change.
So it's not the hardware or the software, it's the human element
Exactly.
that's holding us back.
Yeah, he points out that many people, even educators, they feel intimidated by AI.
Right.
They see it as a threat, something that will replace them.
Instead of a tool that could help them.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's that fear of the unknown.
Right.
Right? The fear of being replaced by machines.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's understandable, but it also prevents us from seeing the incredible opportunities that AI presents.
Especially in education.
Especially in education, yeah.
Think about it. What if instead of fearing AI, we embraced its potential to personalize learning?
Oh, that's interesting.
Imagine an education system where AI helps each student learn at their own pace.
Right.
In a way that resonates with their unique learning style.
Yeah, tailored to their needs.
Exactly.
I like that.
And that's what Will.im is so passionate about.
Makes sense.
He sees AI as a way to bridge the gap between traditional, often rote learning
Yeah.
and genuine understanding.
Uh-huh.
He even shared his own experience struggling to remember what he learned in high school,
Oh, really?
contrasting that with his more engaging experience at Harvard,
Interesting.
where he could apply the concepts he learned in real-world situations.
So he's speaking from personal experience.
He is, and he sees AI as a potential solution.
Okay, how so?
Imagine an AI tutor that's available 24/7.
Wow.
Tailoring its approach to your individual needs. It could help you recall information more effectively, personalize your learning path, and even help you apply what you've learned to solve real-world problems.
Yeah. That would be a game changer.
Totally. And he actually uses AI in his own creative process.
Oh, wow.
I mean, this is a guy who's created global hits with the Black Eyed Peas,
Right.
but even he sees the value in having an AI partner to bounce ideas off of.
Interesting.
They help him analyze trends and come up with fresh concepts.
So AI is like a creative collaborator.
Exactly.
That's cool.
He talked about how AI helped him dissect a Harvard Business School case study on Olay and apply those insights to the Black Eyed Peas brand strategy.
Wow, that's fascinating.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's not just about memorization or creative brainstorming.
What else?
Imagine AI helping us access and preserve knowledge in entirely new ways.
Okay.
Will Bandy and IM talks about a total recall system
Total recall.
where you could instantly access any information you've ever encountered, any conversation you've ever had, any lesson you've ever learned.
It's like having a digital extension of your brain.
It is.
A personal archive of your life experiences constantly available to learn from.
Right.
That's mind-blowing.
It is a game changer.
It is.
But it's important to acknowledge that this idea raises all sorts of questions
Yeah, like what?
about the nature of memory,
Yeah.
the evolution of consciousness,
Right.
and the potential of AI to blur the lines between human and machine.
Yeah. That's getting into some deep philosophical territory.
For sure.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Before we can even unlock these incredible possibilities,
Yeah.
we need to overcome this wetware problem
Yay.
that Van Jones talks about.
So how do we do that?
He argues that if we're stuck in a mindset of fear,
Yeah.
we'll miss out on the chance to reimagine education and truly empower learners.
It's like we're standing in our own way.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
think about the implications.
Okay.
If we don't shift our mindset about AI,
Yeah.
we risk creating a world where only those who are comfortable with technology reap its benefits.
And that would just widen the gap, wouldn't it?
Exactly. So how do we break free from this fear-based approach and embrace the potential of AI in education? That's what we'll explore next.
So we were just talking about the wetware problem, right? That human tendency to resist change.
Right, especially when it comes to something as potentially disruptive as AI.
Exactly. And as we were saying, if we let fear dictate our approach to AI in education, we risk missing out on a chance to truly revolutionize learning.
But how do we actually overcome this?
Yeah.
How do we move from fear to understanding, from resistance to empowerment?
That's the million-dollar question.
It is.
And I think Will.im offers some pretty valuable insights based on his own experiences.
Okay.
He actually shared a story about partnering with a major academic institution right here in the U.S.
Okay.
to reimagine education using his company's AI platform, FYI.
That's fascinating. And he's not just talking about using AI to create personalized learning experiences for students. He's talking about empowering educators to create their own AI agents.
So teachers would have AI assistants.
Exactly. Imagine teachers having AI assistants that can help them tailor their lessons to each student's individual needs,
Okay.
provide real-time feedback, and even create more engaging learning activities.
That's really interesting.
It's about recognizing that teachers are already incredibly skilled and dedicated,
Yeah,
but they're often overwhelmed
for sure.
by the demands of their job.
Absolutely.
Will.im believes that AI can free up teachers to focus on what they do best,
Yeah.
inspiring, guiding, and mentoring students.
So it's not about replacing teachers. It's about augmenting their abilities.
It's that human element, that connection between teacher and student that can never be replaced by technology,
All right.
but AI can certainly enhance it.
Right. Create more space for it to thrive.
Exactly.
It's about finding that synergy between human intelligence and artificial intelligence where each complements and enhances the other.
I love that.
Yeah.
And Will.im's vision is to create an education system that is both high-tech and high-touch.
High tech, high touch.
I like that. Where technology is used to empower both teachers and students.
It's a beautiful vision.
Now, I know some people might be thinking, isn't this going to widen the gap between those who have access to these advanced technologies and those who don't?
That's a legitimate concern for sure.
Right.
We need to be very conscious of the potential for AI to exacerbate existing inequalities both in education and in society as a whole.
Absolutely.
But I think Will.im and Van Jones would argue that ignoring AI altogether is not the solution.
Right.
In fact, they believe that by embracing AI thoughtfully and intentionally,
Yes.
we can actually use it to level the playing field.
Think about the potential for AI to reach students in remote or underserved communities who might not have access to high-quality education resources.
That's a great point.
Imagine AI-powered learning platforms that can translate lessons into different languages,
Wow.
adapt to different cultural contexts, and provide personalized support to learners who might be struggling.
That's
That's the kind of transformative potential that AI offers.
Yeah.
But it requires us to move beyond the fear and the hype,
Right.
to have open and honest conversations about the challenges and opportunities,
Absolutely.
and to work together to create a future where AI benefits all of humanity.
I think that's key.
And it's not just about access to technology.
What else?
It's about ensuring that everyone has the skills and knowledge to thrive in an increasingly AI-driven world.
Right. Equip people with the tools they need.
Will.im talked about how even in his field music production, AI is changing the game.
Oh, really?
He's not afraid of it. He's embracing it. He sees it as a new tool in his creative arsenal, a way to push the boundaries of what's possible.
He's always been innovative.
And he believes that everyone, regardless of their background or profession, needs to develop a certain level of AI literacy.
AI literacy. So what does that mean?
It's not about becoming a programmer or a data scientist,
Okay.
but it's about understanding the basic concepts of AI, how it works, and how it's being used in different contexts. Got it.
It's about being able to have informed conversations about the ethical implications of AI, about the potential risks and benefits, and about how we can shape its development and deployment in ways that serve our values.
It's about being an informed citizen in the age of AI.
Yes. It's about becoming active participants in the AI revolution.
All right, not passive bystanders, just letting it happen.
Exactly. And I think that's where education plays a crucial role.
For sure.
We need to start teaching AI concepts from a young age.
Okay.
Not just in computer science classes, but across the curriculum.
So integrated into different subjects.
Exactly. Imagine history classes where students use AI to analyze historical documents and create interactive timelines, or science classes where they use AI to model complex systems and conduct virtual experiments.
That would be amazing.
The possibilities are endless.
Yeah.
And it's not just about teaching technical skills.
Right.
It's about developing critical thinking, problem-solving, and ethical decision-making skills that will be essential in an AI-powered world.
Those are crucial skills. Because as powerful as AI is, it's still a tool.
Right.
And like any tool, it can be used for good or for ill.
Absolutely.
It all depends on the humans who are wielding it. And that's why this wetware problem, this mindset shift, is so crucial.
It all comes back to that.
It's about recognizing that AI is not something to be feared or worshipped,
Okay.
but something to be understood, embraced, and shaped in ways that align with our values and aspirations.
I think that's a really important point.
Now, before we get too carried away with all the possibilities, I think it's important to acknowledge that there are legitimate concerns about the potential downsides of AI.
Oh, for sure.
Will.im and Van Jones don't shy away from these. In fact, they bring up some pretty sobering thoughts.
Like what?
One of the biggest concerns is the potential for AI to exacerbate inequality.
Right.
If we're not careful, AI could create a world where the rich get richer, the powerful get more powerful, and those who are already marginalized get left even further behind.
It's a valid concern.
They brought up a really disturbing example. Level 5
For
company.
level 5 companies.
Imagine entire companies run by AI with no human employees whatsoever.
Wow.
This could potentially lead to massive job displacement and exacerbate the wealth gap.
That's a scary thought.
It's a dystopian scenario that we need to be actively working to prevent.
Absolutely.
And it highlights the need for thoughtful regulation, ethical guidelines, and a focus on creating AI that complements human capabilities rather than replacing them entirely.
So finding that balance.
Right. And it's not just about jobs and economics.
What else?
There are serious concerns about the potential for AI to be used for surveillance manipulation and even warfare.
Right. That's a huge concern.
Think about facial recognition technology being used to track and monitor people without their consent.
Right.
Or AI-powered algorithms being used to spread misinformation and propaganda.
It's already happening to some extent.
These are real threats that we need to be addressing head-on.
We can't just bury our heads in the sand.
It's a reminder that AI is a double-edged sword.
It is.
It has the potential to create incredible good, but it also has the potential to cause significant harm.
For sure.
And it's up to us as a society to ensure that AI is developed and deployed in ways that are ethical, equitable, and beneficial to all.
So what can we do?
One solution Will.im proposes is the idea of personal AI.
Personal AI.
Imagine everyone having access to their own AI agent, a digital extension of themselves that they own and control.
Okay.
It could help them manage their finances, their health, their education, and their online presence.
That's interesting.
He compares it to personal banking.
Okay.
Just as you wouldn't share your bank account with everyone.
Right.
You wouldn't share your personal AI with just anyone either.
It would be private.
It would be yours, designed to serve your best interests and protect your data.
So it's about giving individuals more control.
Exactly.
In the age of AI.
It's a fascinating idea that raises all sorts of questions about data ownership, privacy, and control in the age of AI.
Lots to think about there.
But I think it speaks to a deeper point about the need to empower individuals in the face of these powerful technologies.
I agree.
It's about ensuring that we're not just passive consumers of AI, but active participants in shaping its development and deployment. And that's where Will.im and Van Jones's emphasis on education and mindset shift comes full circle.
Right. We need to be informed and engaged.
If we want to create a future where AI is a force for good, we need to empower people to understand it, to question it, to challenge it, and to shape it in ways that align with our values.
It's about taking ownership of our future.
Exactly.
It's not enough to just talk about the potential of AI. We need to be actively building that future, starting with ourselves, and that's what we'll explore further in the final part of this deep dive.
Okay.
We'll delve into the steps we can take as individuals and as a society to ensure that AI is used to create a world that is more equitable and more humane. So we've been unpacking a lot, right? From revolutionizing education to, these risks of level 5 companies. And it all kind of circles back to this fundamental question.
Yeah, the question we left you with: in a world increasingly shaped by AI, what does it mean to be human?
It's a big one.
It is. And I think what struck me is that both Will.i.am and Van Jones, they approach this from a very deeply human perspective.
Yeah.
They're not just talking about algorithms and processing power.
Right.
They're really thinking about, our values, our purpose, and how AI might impact those core elements of humanity.
Absolutely.
And they both emphasize that AI, like any powerful tool, can be used constructively or destructively.
Right. It all depends on how we use it.
It boils down to our choices, our intentions, and the values that we embed in these technologies.
So we have a responsibility here.
We do. And Will.i.am made this really striking comparison. He said, "Data is the new gold, and so is my blood and my plasma."
Wow.
He's highlighting the value of our personal data, our digital selves.
Right.
In a world where corporations are constantly trying to extract and capitalize on that information.
Yeah, it's a valuable commodity.
It is. And it's a powerful statement about the need for greater transparency and ethical considerations in AI development.
Absolutely. We need to be asking some tough questions.
We do like, who's profiting from this technology? Who might be harmed? How do we ensure AI empowers individuals instead of exploiting them?
Those are crucial questions.
And Van Jones brought up a point that really resonated with me. He said, we're in danger of creating a human civilization that has an awful lot of data and very little wisdom.
Oh, that's a good one.
The crucial point.
Yeah.
AI might be a master of processing information.
Right.
But it lacks the empathy, compassion, and moral judgment that are at the heart of human wisdom.
It's not a human being.
So as we develop these incredible technologies, we need to make sure we're also cultivating those human qualities in ourselves.
I agree.
We need to develop our emotional intelligence, our ability to connect with others, and our sense of shared humanity.
Those are the things that make us human.
Exactly. It's about finding that balance, that sweet spot where technology and humanity complement and enhance each other.
Yeah, working together.
Then talks about the potential of AI to unlock, superhuman abilities.
Superhuman.
Not in the sense of becoming cyborgs, but in the sense of, expanding our capacity for creativity, compassion, problem solving, and connection.
So using AI to enhance our human potential.
Exactly. It's about using AI to become more human, not less. But that doesn't mean ignoring the potential downsides.
Right.
Will.i.am and Van Jones were quite clear about the need to address issues like bias in algorithms, the potential for job displacement, and the risks of AI being used for surveillance or manipulation.
Those are real concerns.
They are. It's a reminder that AI is a double-edged sword. It has immense potential for good, but also for harm. And it's up to us as a society to guide its development in ways that are ethical, equitable, and beneficial to all.
It's a shared responsibility.
It is. They both emphasize that we have a choice in how this unfolds. We don't have to passively accept whatever future AI brings.
We can shape it.
We can be active participants in shaping it. It starts with a shift in mindset, from fear to curiosity, from seeing AI as a threat to seeing it as a tool we can use to build a better world.
It's about changing our perspective.
And this is where their focus on education and empowerment comes in.
Right.
They believe that if we equip people with the knowledge and skills to understand and engage with AI, we can create a future where technology serves humanity, not the other way around.
It's about empowering people.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave you with a challenge. Don't just sit back and wait for the future to happen. Get curious about AI. Learn about its potential and its limitations. Engage in conversations about its ethical implications. Support initiatives that are using AI for good. And most importantly, use your own voice and your own actions to help shape a future where technology is a force for positive change in the world.
That's a great call to action.
Thanks for joining us on this journey into the world of AI with Will.i.am and Van Jones. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep believing in the power of human ingenuity to create a future that we can all be proud of.